Good morning, everyone. I'm back again. We're talking about hypocrites, eating with unwashed hands, and many other things that Jesus talked about in Mark chapter 7. You understand? It's like always after Jesus give a lesson, he give an example. He heals someone. He heals somebody. He cast a demon out. Shortly after that demon came from where? Inside the little girl. Holy crap. What? A demon came out. You got to cast it out, right? And there's only one way to cast out those inner demons. Those demons that latch themselves onto your heart. Through Jesus Christ. Through Jesus Christ. One thing about lost people, you don't have to abide in them. That's the thing where Paul talks about the law couldn't save you unless you abide by every last T to the letter. You understand? We all break some type of laws. You understand? In some form or fashion. And a law is just something written down. And you do your best to abide by it. But the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of the Lord, helps you with your infirmities, helps you with groanings and yearnings that come from the inside. Holy crap. You can't be saying that. Holy crap. Whatever, people. Whatever. God knows my heart. He know I know that crap ain't unholy. You know what I'm saying, people? But anyway, he healed a man that was deaf and hard of speech so he can hear better. You understand? So he can hear better. But that ain't have nothing to do with the heart. You can open somebody's eyes and give them a better speech through prayer. But if that heart ain't right, what's going to happen? Jesus told the woman caught in an act of adultery, go your way and sin no more. Hey, I give you a pass this time. Go your way and sin no more. Listen, then he told the other lady, another dude, go your way and sin no more. That's a worse thing come upon you. So something has to be changed after the healing process. I can have a broke arm and somebody endowed with the gift of healing come by and heal my arm. I can be glorified of the miracle that was performed upon me, and yet my heart still can be far from God. Have you seen it? I've seen it within myself. Have certain things helped, and my heart still ain't right. So healing has to take a full effect on you. But the main thing God is after is your heart. He after the hearts of man. You know, when you read Revelation, people are going to make a conscious decision, poor, rich, it don't matter. They're going to make a conscious decision through their heart to worship the beast. It's a conscious decision. It's a choice that has to be made. Every day in your life, you got to make choices. God is not going to make those choices for you. God gave you free will. He gave you free will to do as you please. But once you let God in, he helps you more and more and more to make the right decisions, and he helps you to fix your dirty heart that you have. Me too. Helps me fix that dirty heart that I was born into this dirty world. He said, how can fornication come from within? It's something you want to do. What is it most of the time? There's something called generational curses. Hey, I don't believe in generational curses. Well, Jesus, the Lord, said in his commandments that I will pass down some things to the people that hate me. I give it to your children. A lot of people are fornicators and murderers and thieves because their family members were. And it just gets worse over time. And it's a spiritual energy. You see, the Old Testament didn't really talk about spiritual energy that much. It didn't. It didn't really talk about it. You would hear, the Spirit of the Lord was upon me, or the Spirit of the Lord came upon him. So we knew the Spirit was there. But we also had a little emphasis when the evil spirit came and vexed somebody's soul like Saul. Only thing that could calm Saul was David playing the music. Oh. But as soon as David stopped playing the music, the evil spirit came right back in. So guess what? That spirit needed to be cast out. You know how sometimes you listen to music, you feel all good. Then you turn the music off, and you're back to your old grumpy self. That includes me and everybody else. Sometimes music can only do so much. Music can only do so much, people. Music can only do so much. It's something in your heart. Pharaoh's heart kept getting hardened. He was already hard, and God to fulfill his purpose, and he kept it hard. Oh no, you finna let my people go. But I gotta do some things through the process too, so I'm gonna keep that hard for you, Pharaoh. You understand? But in reality, he was already hard. He was already evil. His mind was all, I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go. Now this is a good example. God knows the hearts of man. I'm gonna let him go. God like, no you ain't. No you ain't. No you ain't. Your heart already made up the mind that you are not gonna let these people go. You just saying what Moses wanted to hear. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him go today. Oh Lord. I know you ain't gonna let him go, Pharaoh. Your heart is horrible. You understand? You don't mind lying. You don't mind lying. From within. Don't let your heart cause your flesh to sin. Woo! Your heart. One of the most powerful vessels in your body. If the heart dies, the brain dies shortly after. The brain can be brain dead, and the heart can still pump, and you can live. Woo! The mind and the heart are connected. But the heart is very important. God knows your heart. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. My dad used to do this all the time to me. I'm gonna give you an example. My dad used to do this all the time. I used to go to him, hey daddy, I need some money to go to the movies. Then he give me the biggest lecture known to man about going to the movies. I got bills to pay. Oh! And I'm still there. I already know what's going to happen because I know it's hard. Here you go. God knows your heart, people. He knows if you're a cheerful giver or not. You know, it's better to be obedient than a vow and not obey, to make a vow to the Lord. A vow made to the Lord comes from the heart. You understand? Obedient. Because your vow and not pay, that looks even worse. But don't it look good if somebody be like, man, I ain't finna help you. For the Lord knows your heart. Then you go get them. You go help them out. God knows the hearts, people. Houston, are you celebrating Halloween? Yeah, I might get out there and do it. Halloween passed and gone. You said you was coming yesterday. My heart wouldn't let me. Oh, crap. When God says he knows the heart, he knows it. Now, most times people are going to think it's words. It's words too. Words come out. But we all say things that we shouldn't say. We all do. Who can tame the tongue, that deadly poison? Who can tame it? But man say he's sitting out, he's a liar. Through the tongue. You understand? But that heart, God knows it. He knows how you are, people. And let me go back to the spiritual side. There's a lot of things in our heart that God is trying to get rid of. That's why he said he purges it. He purges it so that the thing shaken will be knocked off, and everything that needs to be left will remain. God shakes you up a little bit, like, don't you like being shaken up by the Lord? Shaking off that excess stuff, shaking off that adulterous spirit, shaking off that thieving spirit, shaking off that lying spirit, and leave all the good things left. Ooh, don't you love it? God has to cleanse you. Washing your hands don't cleanse your heart. You know that, right? Washing your table don't cleanse your heart. Eating with dirty hands don't affect your heart. Eating out of a dirty plate does not affect your heart. You wrong on that. You wrong. You know, it's been people in Mobile since I was young that have been homeless since I can remember. And they are never squeaky clean. Never. And I still see them walking around. And you know, COVID-19 came in and everybody's like, you got to do this, you got to do that. I still see most of the same homeless people walking around. How is that? How is that? Some of them eat out the trash. How is that? Some of them take a bite out of things that somebody else bit. And they still going. They still going strong. There's got to be something else. Got to be something else that helps you. Oh, it's the Lord. It's the Lord that sends rain on the just and the unjust. It's the Lord that helps the rich and the poor. It's the Lord. His help cleanses everything if it will receive with thanksgiving. But the Bible said don't drink unworthily. You know what that means. Don't overindulge. Don't eat unworthily. Don't have sex unworthily. The bed undefiled. Wow. All lies are unworthily. Do you understand? Hey, people, wake up and smell the coffee. I'm for real. You can learn a lot from the poor. You can learn a lot from them. Look at them. Surviving. And we worried about our hands. And we worried about a mask. I got COVID-19. I sure did. I'm still here. I sure am. By the grace of God. You understand? By the grace of God. Am I saying I can't die from COVID-19? Anybody can die from COVID-19. You can die from a splinter in your hand. When it's my time, it's my time. It just wasn't my time yet. And many other people didn't got it. I guess it wasn't their time yet either. All glory go to God. I didn't stop myself from dying. God did. God let some people pass. That's God. Everybody's appointed a portion to live and to die in this world. I ain't blaming God for it. I just know one day I'm going to have to leave this place. I know one day you're going to have to leave this place. How you leave? You don't know. People focus on, hey, you know, smoking cigarettes will kill you. Then I come upon a person that's 89 years old, smoking a cigar. I'm like, what's going on? I thought cigarettes would kill you. Why didn't kill this person? I'm trying to figure something out. Why did this person live? And this person died from cancer. And how does this person get lung cancer and never smoked a cigarette in their life? Well, they're going to try to blame it on the person in the secondhand smoke. I'm trying to blame it on the secondhand smoke. The secondhand smoke killed them. You mean to tell me I smoke cigarettes and the smoke that come out of this cigarette worse for you than it is for me? I find that very hard to believe. That don't even make sense. What about the women that get breast cancer? Who don't smoke? Where did that come from? I don't know. I don't know. But we know God's a healer. And we know all things work together for those that believe and love God. We know God can snatch cancer away. We know God can. God can heal you. But what are you really after? You want to live by the law? And your heart still be far from God? You got hatred, envy, strife, all these things in your heart. But I keep the law. I keep the law. Really? How? When the Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. And love involves a lot of characteristics. You understand? Just because you love somebody, you don't agree with everything. That's not love. That's people pleasing. A lot of people made people pleasing a form of love, and it's not. You understand? It's not. You understand? Why do your disciples eat with unwashed hands? You know what Jesus basically told them? You dirtier than ever. I don't think you realize how dirty you are. He said the Pharisees like to clean the outside of the cup. They clean the outside and the inside. Whoa. Jesus talking about some stuff, boy. Girl, child, whoever listening. Get that heart right. Don't you want your heart right? Your heart right. Everything else to follow. You know, in the world, the world says, you know, if you move the head, the body will follow. But if you destroy the heart, the whole body will follow. You ever notice when somebody have a heart attack or a stroke, anything like that, it affects their whole body. It's like, ugh. It's something else that's more powerful than the mind. The mind and the heart is not the same. The soul and the spirit is not the same. It's still a lot of things I don't know, but I know them two things are not the same. You know, doctrine can't save you. It can't. Faith in the Lord above saves you. It cleanses you from heart. The Bible always says after you've suffered a while, after you've been through some things, may the Lord perfect you, bring you to the fruit of perfection. God is out to cleanse your heart. You know why a lot of times you go through a lot of things? Because God's trying to fix your heart. When people say you can die, when God says you can die in your sin, you can die within the sins of your heart. You can walk around and say you ain't racist your whole life. But inwardly you're racist as the founder of the Ku Klux Klan. Racist. Just putting on a smile. And God knows your heart. That your heart is racist. So God's trying to get that racism out of your heart. God's trying to get that hatred out of your heart. That envy out of your heart. That adulteries out of your heart. The fornications out of your heart. The sexual immoralities out of your heart. Because most of it is demonic influence that's been influencing your heart your whole life. People know in their heart they were born this way. I was born this way. So if a person said they can be born sexually immoral, that means a person can say I was born a murderer. He said sin is produced when you're drawn away by your own lust. That lustful spirit that's in you that causes you to commit murder. That lustful spirit that's in you that causes you to lie. And that lustful spirit affects your heart. And God can cleanse your heart. God can set you on the right track. And it's not going to happen overnight. That's why he said, go your way and sin no more. So once you step into Christ, you got a certain way you got to walk. And the thing is, yeah, God knows your heart. If you're racist and you don't show it, God appreciates that too. Because God is working on your heart. That doesn't mean it's not still there. That hatred's still there. So you can die in that hatred even though you never made the action, the conscious action to do it. God knows the heart. That's when Jesus said to look at a woman and lust after her, you have committed adultery or fornication inside your heart. So God's understanding of things is way different from ours. But at the same time, God knows when you act on that fornication, it's even worse. To resist the devil and he'll flee from you, that means that devil is trying to affect your heart. And you're thinking about wanting to have sex with that woman over there. But you never go to it. You never follow through. Because you're resisting. And if you resist long enough, the devil gonna flee. That fornication gonna flee. That racism gonna flee. That sexual morality gonna flee. But if you give into it, it's gonna stay. It's gonna remain. You give into that sexual morality, you give into that lying spirit, you give into that covetousness, it's gonna stay within you. The life we live is full of choices, man and woman. It's full of choices. Full of if you're gonna make the right choice or the wrong choice. Sin is a choice. And God's not gonna make that choice for you. God's gonna help you, but he's not gonna make no choice for you. Because if God was to make choices for you, that'll jeopardize the free will that he's given you. He wants you to willingly worship him. You know, when the people give their life over to the beast, they're gonna willingly worship the beast. Nobody can force them to worship the beast. They're just gonna say, well, you know, I gotta eat. You know, my family gotta provide. I gotta provide for my family. And you know what? I don't trust in the Lord, so I'm gonna trust in the beast because I'm gonna do it because it's the right thing to do for my family. A conscious decision to serve the beast. You see, the mark of the beast is a form of worship. They're gonna worship that beast. They're gonna worship that image, and it's gonna cause them destruction. You see, but those that trust in the Lord, they should have no want. They shouldn't lack nothing. They ain't gonna lack. You see, when you trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean on not on your own understanding and acknowledge him in all their ways, he will direct your path. I mean, he'll direct your path to the food you need. Direct your path to the water that you need to drink. Because he's in your heart. But if God's not in your heart, you're gonna lead to the traditions of man. You're gonna lead to the beast. You're gonna lead to a lot of things. The Bible said his angel will bear you up lest you dash your foot against a stone. Now think about that. Nobody walks around purposely trying to dash their foot against a stone. If you slip up, do the math. Not somebody just purposely going out there, I'm finna jump off this cliff. That's what you try to get. Hey, throw yourself down off this mountain. He'll cast yourself up. Don't just kill yourself. He's talking about mistakes, real mistakes. Dash your foot against a stone, that's a mistake. Nobody walks around. Bloop, let me see that stone right there. Come on, people. Wake up. Every decision you make has a choice behind it. The devil maybe do it. No, you made a choice to do it. The devil just put the opportunity there. Just like God puts the opportunity there for you. People, wake up. Don't be a hypocrite. Let God cleanse your heart. The only way your heart can be cleansed is through Jesus Christ and his blood. If what came went into your body devoured a man, Jesus wouldn't have said, take this blood, which is wine, and drink it. He said a little wine with your stomach help with your common infirmities. He would tell the elderly woman, drink a little wine. He would tell the deacons, drink some wine too. So God is all about, not about defiling people. People trying to fight the drug, more than they trying to fight the heart that causes the addiction. Because they trying to put God out the way. They're trying to get you addicted to another drug. Oh man, I could go on forever, but I ain't got that much time right now. I'm gonna continue later. But as of now, this is it. Let God cleanse your heart. And these traditions of men, you better be careful about them. Because a lot of them go against God. How you know that? Because when the Antichrist comes, he's going to make a lot of traditions that's going to go against God. And people are going to follow their pernicious ways. Because they want to live. But he said to die is gain if you die in the Lord. Have a blessed day.